What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Yes, sir, Doc. Yes, sir. Just getting everything all set up here on my end, and then the camera will be open. Give me one sec here. One sec here. One sec here. And we are live. Let's go. Boom. We are live, Doc. We are live. How is everybody doing today? I hope the day is treating you well. What is going to be the first question? So I've been blowing my nose all day. I'm starting to feel a little bit of what they're feeling. We had some kid vomit in the middle of the night. My wife's feeling a little bit worse. One of my kids is a tank, not showing anything. But yeah, it's been rough. It's okay though. It's okay. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Live dashboard. But I feel better right now than I did this morning. I was pretty stuffy this morning. I am less stuffy now. I've blown my nose a lot today, though. I've blown it a lot. Man, after yesterday's stream, we'll see how it goes. Yesterday was wild. Yo, what's up, Krishna? Welcome back. I'm starting a little bit later today, so I don't know if that's going to hurt or help. I don't believe in any God or any religion. I only believe in humanity. Does that make me a bad person or a good person? I don't think, well, my worldview is none of us are innately good. We do good things, right? Do you help people? Do you there's a lot to that question, Christian. I don't think any of those things matter because even if you believe in God and believe in religion, it doesn't make you a good or bad person either. Oh man, Kevin, he's back. Let's see if he's got new material for us today. Anything new, Kevin? Yeah. Kevin comes in every day. He calls me peasant, but he comes in every day. I like the question, Krishna. Agreed. He's in here consistently. Just got my pocket money, 500K from my mother. I'm hosting a survival game again on my mother's farmhouse. This kid's wild, bro. This kid's wild. Yes, I help people and I don't expect anything in return. I just help people for the sake of helping. Yeah, I like that. But, it's mostly what's in your heart. All right, I'm going to ask you a deep question here, Krishna. Where do your morals come from? Hey, what's up, Snow? Did you look up the song Informer? Informer. Saddam is somebody I'm gonna blame. A leaky boom boom down. If you listen to it, you'll understand what I just said. Well, you won't understand it because the words are crazy, but since the dollar is backed by hopes and prayers, what would happen if every other country revert to gold-backed reserve currency? Are we cooked? I know the Feds have some gold reserves, but not much. We supposedly have the most gold reserves in the world. It does trip me out that Trump talked about visiting Fort Knox, but hasn't done it. That's a little bit worrisome. But yes, we would be cooked. The dollar being the reserve currency and the exchange currency of the world is a big part of why we're able to live our lives this way. You know what I mean? I know this. I know the song. I think, or the parody by Jim Carrey. Yes, the parody by Jim Carrey is hilarious. So I told you before, today's morals come from society and teaching from schools and parents, not from God or anything else. What is considered good today? So let me just ask you: is mass genocide ever moral? Hey, what's up, Space Tech? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Is there ever a circumstance where mass genocide would be moral, Krishna? Because then whose morals are correct in that sense? Right? Everyone agrees that the Holocaust was probably bad, but there was a group of people who didn't think it was bad. Who was right? Who was right, Krishna? Limited society or separately at a home because I need physical interaction too. Well, I have physical interaction as well. We still live in communities and stuff, space. Right? If I go outside, there's people. Go to the store, all that sort of stuff. Or your kids, do you think like are they iPad addicts or they have become mobile addicts? No, my kids don't have iPads or mobile phones, and they won't. Nope. I don't plan to give my children smartphones probably ever. They will eventually get computer time. I don't know exactly when that will be. And it won't be freely unfiltered. All right, so hey, Doc, Zionists, I forgot what the rudimentary, because you can have a Christian Zionist, Jewish Zionist. Is that just the belief that Israel is the Holy Land? Is that what a Zionist is? What about you, Space? Will your kids have? Will your kids have them? They're still real young. Man, I'm in college. One day though, will your kids have the tablets? You look like someone? Ooh, who do I look like? Some people say the guy from, oh man, I forgot the game. God of War. Maybe Thanos? Kratos, yes. It's the belief of the need for state in the Holy Land, but the people following the movement believe genocide is justified. Is man, I'm scared to even ask these questions or go down this path. But is that why Gaza looks like it looks? I have a doubt when America attacked Germany and Japan, especially Hiroshima and Nagasaki, so many innocent people died. Hitchcock's we were told it was done to stop World War II. Some people call it collateral damage. I don't have a clear answer about that. Genocide is not collateral damage, so it is considered wrong. Well, on whose morals? Yeah, that's always what I'm scared about, Doc. But based on whose morals, Krishna, right? Because I think they've. I have to relook into this again, but that Japan was actually very close to surrendering, and were not initially aware of those bombs dropping. Right, because that's where where it comes in. Either genocide is always bad, or genocide is potentially okay. Krishna, can it be both? Have you watched any zombie movies? Yes, I have seen World War Z. I've watched a few of those. Ooh, stock market was green today. It's probably a good time for me to look at the stock market. I think there's still a little bit of time for it to go down. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. Gold is up as well, 2%. All right. Not crazy movements, but some. Looks like international European markets were up. Asian markets were mostly up. Cryptocurrency down. Oh man, Bitcoin's back down to almost 66. What's your favorite zombie movie? I have to rethink about it. I watched a lot of The Walking Dead. Did you watch The Walking Dead, Space Tech? I have watched I Am Legend. Yes. Did you see? They're apparently going to do a sequel, And 100%, what do they call it when they change canon? It happens in Star Wars all the time. Oh man, I can't think of the word or the phrase. But they're going to use the alternative ending as the actual ending instead of him blowing himself up. Wow, silver was up a lot. Or is up a lot. From my point of view, it is very bad. But maybe from America's point of view, it was not considered bad. For example, even more than the Holocaust. Really, it was more than the Holocaust. People won't see the British or the leaders at that time as evil. Why do morals change depending on the environment? I don't think they do. I think, how do I word this? Uninvolved parties being killed is always bad. Yeah, Rick's he's Legend, Walking Dead. You were talking about Dark Seekers, I think, sequel thing. Yeah, alternative ending was crazy though. Many people saw the actual theatrical ending. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to retcon. It's retcon. Wow. All right. So you're thinking it'll go silver will go down some and then pop back up. Did you watch Last of Us? I did not. I did not watch Last of Us. I haven't watched any new movies in years. Yeah, the AEX 25 biggest Dutch companies index did great today. Ooh, 1.48%. Yeah, it's a good day. Have you watched any Bollywood movies? I've only watched the one that got super famous here, but I don't even think it was actually Bollywood. Slumdog Millionaire? Ooh, Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? This is going to be a shocker. I have not watched either. Although YouTube has been pushing Breaking Bad clips to me. So I feel like I understand what happened in that show without watching it. That's Oscar movie. Yeah, I think it won a bunch of awards and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen any new movies in the theater in a long time. All of Us Are Dead and Squid Games. Watch them. I watched a recap of Squid Games. So if a recap looks interesting enough, I want to watch it. Like I don't know. I've never heard of the movie Palm Springs. It's like a Groundhog Day type movie. That's when I was watching in the theater was Iron Man 2 while I was in college. I watched I think one of the last ones I watched was Avengers Endgame. I did go and see Lord of the Rings. I forgot which one, but one of the pandemic summers they had they were re-showing them, and I got to watch them in the theaters. Two of them actually. For why don't you take family to theater? Oh, it's they're way too young for the theater. My kids would Dune 2 last movie I saw, but I slept through half the movie. How was Dune and Dune 2? Oh yeah, I use movie recaps to see. But anyway, Palm Springs. I really want to see that movie, but I think it's like 5 years old now. But yeah, my kids are way too young to sit for 2 hours in a theater. For example, the Bengal famine of 1943, the massacre. In your point of view, people know about the Holocaust but don't know much about these events. Is the reason that colonial history is not properly taught. I don't think history at all is properly taught. I think this is probably too much, but I think that all history is taught to make people feel a certain way, and there's details that are left out, details that are pushed in your face, that are meant to make people feel a certain way. Lord of the Rings, great movies. Extended edition is agreed, agreed. Like I won't spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I believe it's the third one where Aragorn talks with I don't even know what to call him, but the dude with the creepy big smile. Snow, do you know what I'm talking about there? I'm waiting for it like since 2022. I'm waiting for World War Z, I Am Legend 2. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do a second World War Z. Do you think? But yeah, the Lord of the Rings movies were spectacular. I recommend you watch All of Us Are Dead Korean zombie web series. Is that the one that just recently somebody came out, an actor was like, "Hey, what's a movie that you think people should watch?" And they're like, "For the first 45 minutes, it seems normal." Dead Snow is a funny zombie movie. Ooh, I saw the English one. What was that one? So that's why morality changes according to the viewpoint you're looking from. I don't think it changes though. I think if people knew the facts, the true facts of certain things, they would feel a certain way. There's a reason people don't learn about certain events because they would feel a certain way. Right? But if people know, right, normal human beings know the details of something, we all have the same feelings towards it, mostly. All of Us Are Dead trailer. All right, let's see. All of Us Are Dead. Wait, is it a English trailer? All right, let's do this. Wait, 6 minutes? Oh, they're doing a season two? I don't know if this is a trailer or the first 6 minutes of the show. All right, I'm going to watch it here in 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's a British movie with Indian actors. They appropriated it. All right, here we go. Hold on. This is subtitled. There's an English trailer. Is it dubbed over? Okay, this looks pretty intense. These are terrifying zombies. These are terrifying. Yo, this is intense. All right. That was not the English version. It was English subtitled. Let me see if I can find a actual English one. I can't find a English. Bah. So I'm not giving you the spoiler. So it's like, you know, the scenario, like kids are stuck. You know the apocalypse starts. You know the disaster builds up. They are school students. Military enters. Yeah, it. I like waiting for a show to be done. I don't like the weekly episodes thing. The weekly episodes make it really tough to watch. English dubbed. It's not the full trailer. So wait, are there English? Is there an English dubbed version of this trailer? Man, I can't find it. Yeah, I like TV shows because you get more details than movies, but having to wait between them is tough. I don't mind watching, 8 hours of a season if I could just binge watch it. Okay. There's another, what looks like zombie movie with Jisoo in it. You will find English dubbed web series. Okay. Are you excited for season two, Space Tech? There are too many details. It means there are too many dialogues. I can feel that. Movies could be the perfect entertainment. Just what you want. I'm excited. Let's go. Watch first episode. I don't have Netflix. I enjoy crime thrillers, sci-fi, mystery, and action films. Not a fan of romantic movies. I'm not a fan of many romantic movies. Although I'm very interested in Palm Springs. I did like The Notebook as well. I can't lie. I don't have a way to watch it, Space Tech. I don't have Netflix. I don't know that I've seen any Indian movies in my life. To be honest, I don't know that I've seen really any other cultures' movies. Like, cause even Pan's Labyrinth, it was subtitled, but I still think that was an American movie. Today you're busy not seeing our chats, I think. No, I saw them. What did I miss? Sorry, you got me looking for stuff on the zombie movie. How do I watch an episode? Like, I could see partial scenes on YouTube, but I can't see a full episode. How do I see a full episode without Netflix? Let's do All of Us Are Dead full episodes. I don't want to... 220 videos. Oh? Oh, I don't think this is English subtitles. But I found something that is, it looks like all 12 episodes in one long video. It's on YouTube. Let me see. What about Korean films like Old Boy, Memories of Murder, and I Saw the Devil? Nope. Haven't seen them. Yeah, this is somebody putting commentary over the movie. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch it. Space. Wait. No. All of Us Are Dead Season 1. Nope. I keep getting trolled. I keep getting trolled. You can watch there for free? Wait, watch where? On Netflix? Alright, I'm about to give up on this crusade. I'm about to give up. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to quit looking. Daily Motion. Alright, let's see here. Daily Motion video streaming site. Search. Are they hour-long episodes? If you have to network with only 7 people in your life, from what profession would they be? Finance. Now, if you're... Wait, Hustler, that's a... Like, my wife worked in finance, but, I don't know, the rest of the members of my family? 6 of them would, or 5 of them would be my wife and kids. I think these are some of the best Korean films from the 2000s. The American remake of Old Boy completely ruined it. Oh, man. Yeah, they were 50-minute episodes. They were a blockbuster. Interesting. I think I found one. It looks like it's... Whoa. Looks like it's English. Yo, what is this site? I mean, professional networks, non-family type. Yeah, they would be financial. Pretty much my whole network is financial people. Oh man, so there are subtitles here. I thought it was dubbed. It says it's, oh, English subtitles. Subtitles will make it hard to watch. Yeah, you go to settings, just do the English language. Let's see here. Settings. Accessibility. I don't see. Do you mean audio? I don't see. I see English subtitles. Do I need English dubbed? Because I don't see that in the options here. Is the pine cone real? Yeah. I picked it up in, I think it was, Big Bear in California. But yeah, Hustler, why do you ask about the network? All right, let me try it a different way. English sub. English sub. Hindi dubbed. English sub. Let's do English. Whoops. Dub. Man. I cannot find English dubbed here. Only English subbed. Let's try this. Eco mode changes the video quality to save energy. Okay. Quality. Yeah, I don't see a way to change it to English dubbed. I think we're going to have to do this some other time, Space. I think so. You know what's funny? Now that you're mentioning that, Snow, I didn't even look at the trees. But there were a bunch of pine cones on the ground. This one was just gigantic. This one was just gigantic. Snow, have you watched All of Us Are Dead? Dubbed series? Alright, let me check out the channel dubbed series. All of Us Are Dead. Oh? No way. I found a channel that does it, but they start on episode 2. No way, that's... Why? Why are they starting on episode 2? I wish I would have looked at the trees now, Snow. To see the pine cones in the tree. There was probably one even bigger. Grab nice food. This isn't even English dubbed. It says English dubbed. But this is still Korean. This is wait, bro. To watch it, you have to follow rules. Take comfy blanket, get comfy food, and enjoy watching. I cannot find a dubbed version, my man. So if I do this, it would have to be subtitled. Hindi dubbed. Where's this site from, by the way? What country is Daily Motion from? Oh, Net Prime. Let's check out this channel. All. Man, this one only has episodes 6 and 7. All right. By Netflix. Wait, does Netflix do English dubbing? All right, I'm listening, Space. I'm listening. Hit me, brother. Hit me. Man, we got less financial questions today. DiviCast? What is that? How we feeling about AVXL? Let's take a look. AVXL. Anavex Life Sciences Corp. Excuse me. It's getting crushed. What excites you about this? Block Sealer. What excites you about this company? Search on it. Is DiviCast another website? DVCast. All of us are dead. Still wanted to ask how to make a budget somewhat easy. I know monthly save expenses, but saving, investing in groceries, and unforeseen costs vary month, of course. Um, so for saving and investing, those generally should be automatic. So you have an idea, and then if you have extra at the end of every month, that's how it gets budgeted in. But I actually wouldn't budget it if it's extra savings and investing. Only what you can do automatically. But when it comes to unforeseen costs and groceries, I would budget for what is your most expensive month for both, and then carry that forward, right? Because then your worst case scenario is you didn't spend it, so you have extra. But if you always budget for the highest version of it, then your money will be there for it, or at least it should be. What? All of us. I think this is just episode. Oh, episode 1. All right, let's see. Sharing is caring. Okay. That was loud and startled me a little bit. Hey, what's going on? I think that's IK1KN. But does that make sense, Snow? Hold on. It's still English subtitles. It's not dubbed. Unless, let's hit these, dude. This website has so many closed captions. Yeah, I don't see a way to English dub this. Bro, every time you click on this page, a pop-up happens. You need Netflix. This is one of the reasons I haven't seen that much. All right. Give me 1 sec. Man, I just came in. What are you doing? Teaching anything? So I answer questions mostly. So I'm trying to help people get better with their money, but I just answer questions mostly. I should probably start doing educational streams where I just plan to talk for an hour, but that's not really my style. I want to answer questions and help people where they're at. I waste a lot of money on random things. How to fix this addiction? Well, number one, you got to do a budget and actually itemize what you're spending. Writing down every expense is a life-changing, eye-opening experience. Because once you actually write it down, it becomes real. And then you can total up the numbers and realize, yikes, I spend $400 a month on coffee. Like that's a crazy amount, right? It doesn't have to be coffee. It could be anything. So the other thing to that budget, you create yourself an emergency fund, but when you go to start setting goals, you can have a random things goal where you put money aside every month, every week, every 2 weeks, whenever you get paid, so that the money is there for you to buy the things that you want, that you think are random. But you got to budget and plan for them instead of making them just completely random, if that makes sense. You're from USA, you don't have Netflix, that clearly shows your money discipline. I think about the things that matter most. So, to be straight with you, Space, in my free time, I have other things. If I was a single guy, I might have Netflix. Or if it was just me and my wife, I might have Netflix. But right now, with Free Advice Guy, at night, I'm either streaming on Twitch or I'm working on content, like clipping up clips or meeting with my videographer. Like, I think we're going to shoot another video this weekend or next weekend. I just have to figure out the when that's going to be. So at night, I don't really have as much time to sit around and watch stuff. You know what I mean? But if I did have more time to sit around and watch stuff, then I might possibly have it. So it's more about prioritization. But I don't think I have any TV subscriptions. The only subscription I have is actually YouTube Premium. I'm trying to move to the USA and bring the family over from India. Do you know how to manage government benefits to try and maximize my situation? I do not. I apologize. Have you read The Art of Spending Money? No, I have not. Is it worthwhile? I don't read enough of these finance books. I probably should read more because people always ask me, like, hey, what do you read? I'm like, I don't. I sort of came up with my own philosophies over time through learning and stuff like that. But it would be cool to be able to point people towards something that could help change their perspective on stuff, you know? Yeah, it's sad though, because you should have spare time. I mean, I do have spare time, but like my wife and I, in our spare time, hit me with your question, man. But my wife and in my spare time, we watch how do I get my dad to like me? Hold on, we'll get to that in a second. So we watch YouTube. That's what we watch. Or this might be embarrassing to admit, we actually have an old school DVD player. Hold on, where is this thing? One sec. This is full of DVDs. All right, so, man, I'm also a student. Any advice how I can budget my trip to college? I travel on local transport. When you say budget your trip, what do you mean? You could start setting money aside right now. So if you know the trip is coming in X amount of time, divide that Divide the amount you need by the time and start setting that money aside now. Mint, I don't know if your question is a troll question, but you can't make anybody like you, man. That's just not how the world works. There are a bunch of kids who don't like their parents, a bunch of parents who don't like their kids, a bunch of siblings who don't like each other. That's just the way of the world, man. At the end of the day, we're all just people. They happen to be your blood, but they're just people. There's nothing innately special about them. Should I keep a person for managing my finance or investments in the future, or should I learn myself acquiring the skills? What would you personally prefer? So, Xenox, my whole goal here is to teach people how to manage their own money, but there's 3 questions you need to ask yourself. Do you have the time to manage it? Do you have the willingness to manage it? And do you have the ability to manage it? So, if you answer no to 2 of those, you should probably have somebody manage it for you. If you answer no to only 1, do you want to work on that one to be able to do it? That's not embarrassing. I'm genuinely impressed. I want him to like me, but every time I think he's going to make a move, he doesn't. Yikes, Mint. Yikes. I want your advice on dealing with comparison with siblings. All right, hit me, yummers. Real Fred Fish. That's a tough one to answer. I don't know. You'll like whatever is on who you like, if that makes sense. I'm making web apps and asked AI about value of the product. It's so valuable, but I'm confused to how I sell that. Even anyone can make it. AI era, anyone can develop. So whatever your product is, reach out to the companies and go from there. You know what I mean? Okay, just read your guidelines. Tell me what that means. Pages of content. I only listen to a podcast with the author, like the ideas about saving, investing, but also spending on what truly makes you happy and not what you think you need. Yes, agreed. So Xenox, if you don't mind me asking, what is your country of origin? Because I can teach you if you want to go over that. If you don't know how, I can help you learn. You have studied science in college. Are you talking to Surf? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Pages of content. I hope it's not what it looks like. So yummers, the best thing about I don't really know how to word this, but what your siblings do doesn't affect your life at all. You're actually very separate people. You're your own individual people, and what you guys do as individuals doesn't matter to each other. Does that make sense? It was business finance, Space Tech. I studied business finance. I'm never gonna find this dubbed. They have a bunch of Hindi dubs, but no English dubs. Why America has 99% divorce rate and like how to avoid money in such a case. It's not 99%, it's like 50%. And there's really no way to avoid the financial calamity of it. 50% is going to your spouse, pretty much no matter what. There are things like prenups and things like that, but man, broke, at war, no mortgage, own some land and a couple of apartments. Car just messed up, need a new one. 26K to go, then debt free. Any advice? No investment in the market, some gold and silver physical. So when you say you're at war, what does that mean? You own assets, own some land, a couple of apartments, 26K and you're debt free. Well, what's your income? Because you got to do a budget and then work on the extra money to pay it down. Live in Ukraine. How did you know that, Space Tech? So what are your income sources, JQ? $120K. So have you done a budget to figure out where you're bleeding money? Business, four businesses, real estate, software. Because you got to get a budget to figure out where you're wasting money. Cut out that waste. Begin to attack your debt. Good question. I keep buying property. All right. Well, maybe to get yourself in a financial situation, you chill on buying property. That's just an option, right? Like, you have a lot of assets with a little bit of debt. Your net worth without much debt, or with all those assets with a little bit of debt, is still fairly high. But if you want to be debt free, you got to make sacrifices. Yeah, there's what is Elon's internet? Because I think they have that right now. Starlink, I think they have that in Ukraine, right? Liquidity, but dollar not worth anything anymore. Okay, so the assets help retain the value more than the currency. That makes sense. Yeah, completely agree, Snow. Need euro and GBP and one possibly income that is. Yeah. Well, if your currency is losing value, that means your debt is losing value as well. Makes sense. Treat them any random person in the population, but as a family, we have to face each other as long as my parents are alive. Also, parents treat my siblings better. That can't be ignored. I'm not going to go into who or the familiar relationships, but that's always going to happen, man. I know a family where one child gets almost 100% of the attention. They get the attention, their children get all of the attention, and the other siblings don't get really any attention, and their children get barely any attention from the grandparents. That's just the way of the world sometimes. And even if you were a homeless bum when you went and saw your family, remember this phrase: it doesn't matter. What they think of you, it doesn't matter. All you have to worry about is you. If you feel like a slacker because other people make you feel like a slacker, or that you're not living up to something, you got to let that go. But if you feel like a slacker or you're not living up to your own potential, that's what you work on. There will always be people, siblings, who are more successful than you, right? Because even if you became a billionaire, what if you had no friends? And your family has a bunch of friends and loved ones, but you have none. Or vice versa, they're rich, but you have friends and a great system around you, you know? But I think your property land might rise a lot if that war ends eventually and your land recovers. I agree, Snow. Space, you got to stay busy, man. You got to stay busy. Anytime that addiction starts to hit you, go do something. Like leave your place. Go outside. It does, but it's USD. USD doesn't do it anymore. I mean, our dollar hasn't lost that much value. There's definitely inflation, but it still has value. Who knows for how long, but it still holds value. I do exercise on a fairly regular basis, push ups, pull ups mostly. I have not gotten back into my weightlifting routine. Very concerned. I don't think the U.S. will recover from this. Wait, from what? Which thing are you talking specifically about not recovering from, JQ? But yes, Space. I do try to stay active. Go on walks. Hit the weights, even though I haven't been doing the weight stuff. Push ups, pull ups. But the weight stuff will be starting soon. It's just really hard to get my mind around lifting heavy stuff again. I do know David Goggins. That man is a beast. That man is a beast. That's correct. Even if I was an only child, I'd still have to work the same. I know these comparative feelings are all mental. Thanks for the advice. I got you, Yummers, but I'm telling you, it's real, man. And it's really funny. Me and my brother are very close, but we've both looked at each other throughout life in envious positions, and then we talked to each other about it. And then it turned out, wait, what? You're envious of me because of this, and I'm envious of you because of that. But in reality, we love each other. You know, that's really what it boils down to. Do you love each other? The world doesn't want the U.S. anymore, and it's become a liability. As soon as the AI bubble bursts and bonds are dumped, it's 1929. All right, it's an interesting theory. It's a maybe. That's a possibility. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs? Did you see his workout with Israel Adesanya? That was a pretty intense video. Very intense video. Yeah, I made him puke. That was intense. That was intense. You're still young. You're still young. You could do anything in this world. Hey, Space, I might be ending stream a little bit earlier today. I might be out of here in about 3 minutes. If you were 19, where do you take questions from? Do I have to donate? You do not have to donate. Right here from chat. Right here from chat. I charge for nothing. Ah, Soho. It's a good joke. I'm more credentialed than you realize, my brother. I'm just here to help people. So if I charged $1,000 but said the same, why is this blurry? If I charged $1,000 and did the it said the same things, it would all of a sudden be worth it. You got to use your mind, Soho. I'm a CFP professional financial advisor, a fiduciary, which means I have to do what's in your best interest. I worked at Vanguard for 13 years. If you care about the licensing I passed, the 6, the 7, the 63, the 65, and the 24, I do this for my life's purpose. I retired at 40, my brother. What's the purpose of life? I can't find mine. Okay, well, this is going to be different for everybody, but I believe it's to find Jesus, find your relationship with Jesus, and then use the gifts that you were given by God and go help people with those gifts. I'm going to go. It's getting late here. I appreciate you dropping by, Snow. Is it better for you guys if I start earlier? What will you do after stream? Eat, baby. Eat. If you were 19, where would you put your money? Purpose of life is number 42. I don't think I want to give a specific security, but I will say if I was 19 and I could go back again, I would have invested starting then. And I believe in the entire U.S. stock market. You know what I mean? Well, now, based on what you just said there, that changes my complete perspective about what you just said. Glad you're serving the Lord. I'll leave you to the business of that. Hey, thanks, Soho. I don't know if you're being serious or trolling me, but... Hello, scratching. Yikes. Yikes. This is up there for one of the most wild messages I've ever received. What's like cheeseburgers or something, or pizza or grilled chicken? What are you going to have for dinner? T-bone steak, baby. I'm having T-bone steak. Hey, I appreciate it, okay? So the Nikkei, I don't know anything about the Nikkei. Isn't that a Japanese? Isn't that an Asian market thing? That was serious, brother. I don't joke about Jesus. Hey, all right. Well, then I'm glad to have met you. I love T-bone steak. I love T-bone steak. T-bone and porterhouse are my favorite. But yeah, if you want to know more about me, Soho, just go to freeadviceguy.com. You can get all my background information. I retired just so I could help people get better with their money. I have no products or classes to sell anybody. Let's see here. Asia. Yeah, the Nikkei 225. I knew it was Asian. Let's see if I was right about Japan. Yep. Japan. Look at that. You have to decide what the specific investment is for yourself, JQ, right? We'd have to have a much deeper conversation about what to invest in. try biryani today for dinner with some chicken tiki masala. Or masala. I don't think I can get any of that stuff. I'm pretty sure my wife is cooking right now. If the questions keep coming in, I will delay. But we seem to reach a slowdown point, so I was going to go ahead and call it for the day. But then more people came in asking questions. You had heartbreak. Everyone's had heartbreak, Creed. Everyone. Everyone, sir. Or ma'am. Hang on one sec here. Uh, Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Um, let's see here. Yes, Space, when I was like 22 or 23. Anything on wealth generation? Food production? I don't know anything about food production. Yesterday, my neighbor was yelling at his dog. That's crazy. What advice you got for me? This is cheesy, but you will move on. Things I learned later in life. There are literally a billion other people out there. Creed, a billion. There are a billion other people out there for you to find. Um, so let's see here. Yeah, it could have been 23 as well. No financial concerns. I made good decisions earlier in life. I love that, Roslyn. So what, or Raslin? So what questions you got? The third horse is approaching. Uh-oh, are you talking about for the apocalypse? Are you talking about for the apocalypse? But yeah, man, you could go through the deepest heartbreak, Creed, and it's going to hurt for a while. But you can move on from that, and you will move on from that. There is somebody out there who will not break your heart. How did you survive during COVID? I actually lived a mostly normal life during COVID. We had just had our first kid, so I was working from home, but I still did. I still went to the gym, hung out with my family. It's pretty much a normal life. Cigar shops were still open, so I went to those on occasion for social gatherings. Donald Trump apocalypse. What's going to happen, free man? Famine, fruit production is why I say two Brazilian mafia brothers of JBS, who George is busy with, coincidentally owns wells and refineries in Venezuela, biggest beef producers in the world. So you think that's going to go down? What stuff are you hearing, Freeman? I can't say I know all the facts and details of everything. So whatever you're worried about, it could be true, but it could not be. I think the world needs America to have Greenland, but they are. I think they got what they needed. They came to an agreement, right? I don't think anybody's ready for nuclear war. What can't happen? Greenland becoming a part of America? Yeah, I probably won't. But if they got what they needed for defense and all that sort of stuff, that probably isn't. That's probably all they were looking for. Nope, don't have a bunker. Listen, if nuclear war actually happens in today's day and age, it's essentially mutually assured destruction. The world would be over as we know it. The remaining human beings would live like cockroaches, if any could live at all. Right? Even if you had an underground bunker, you'd have to have enough food and supplies to last you for years and years to be able to come out and breathe. It's most likely just the end of humans as we know it. I have access to a secret VIP bunker in India because one of my family workers there, maintenance and research and stuff. That's like the most confidential information I spilled out. Well, how far away is it from you? Because if things went down right now, how fast could you get there? And are they going to keep the doors open for you to get in? Have you ever heard about Christmas during the War of Independence? Christmas Day, JQ? George Washington sailed across a frozen river and attacked the British. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to run into that. Military area when missiles and defense stuff gets tested. All right. Why do countries fight? Man, that's a good question. Leaders of those countries feel the need because I would bet you most of the regular citizens don't want anything to do with war. Don't want anything to do with the fight. They just want to live their life. I think most people on the planet, 99.9999999% of people, would just be cool, never fighting anyone, ever. I'm going to assume be part of the Commonwealth. Of the idea, though, I don't think he understood what it meant. The Commonwealth? Are you talking about the British Commonwealth? No. Canada is still a UK province, I believe. Ruskies do. It's their indoctrination. Wait, they own Canada? Wait, why? Where is 12 trillion coming out of Russia? What do you think? Can China take over USA? Like China could be a superpower? I mean, China is a superpower, no? Oh. Wait, so, but I mean, why do you think the Yanks think they can get 12 trillion out of Russia? Like, what deal? Fractures reserve banking system is a house of cards. That's my main financial concern. Hey, Kevin, I don't want to get my stream banned, but I probably agree with you. My girlfriend broke up with me because troll questions. Troll questions. You'll find another thingy. Bro, India has so many luxurious bunkers. They are for prime ministers and billionaires, though. Not even for a millionaire. And unlike U.S., where millionaires have bunkers. Well, you also have to worry about the effectiveness of your bunker, right? To truly be able to make it through something crazy like that. Space tech, always a good sport. Love a little trolling in the comments. It brings levity and has fun. I wish I could tell you that I haven't been back to that site since I was last there. Haran, which site are you talking about? I've just started trading stocks. Okay. Are you trading individual stocks? Are you buying indexes? What are you buying? Interesting. Hey, that puts you in a good spot, man. Most Americans do not have bunkers. JQ, I have no idea what you're talking about here. I have not heard about a $12 trillion deal. Ooh, you have a bunker? I like it. I did buy a pie with uranium companies, but that ain't doing so well. It'll do well if nuclear war talks pump up again. I do not space. I'll be honest. I plan for a lot of things, but the end of the world I don't have a plan for because we're most likely toast. Oh man, mostly banks though. Banks are for sure. Eh. It's hard to know. Okay, so let's just say you're correct. Are they going to outperform the rest of the market though? Like just the overall US stock market? And if they are, over what period? Do you think banks will outperform the overall stock market for the next, say, 30 years? I'll have to do more research on that, JQ. I have not heard about a 30 or $12 trillion deal. Outperform any savings account interest you may get. That might be true. That might be true. But yeah, you want to line up your investments with your risk tolerance, and it's really hard to pick one stock or one sector of stocks that's going to outperform. Are you American? I am American. For Expo is good shout. I would say GBS, Cargill, those conglomerates. Okay, so military defense contractors. I want to go out in style. Honestly, I think it's in style to just go out as an old person sleeping in your bed. No better style than that. Let's end the stream. I have to go have dinner. It's 3 a.m. in India, and I'm talking to you. Yeah, we're about to end it. I need 2.5 minutes. Space 2.5 minutes. Defense is done. Peaked. I don't know that it's ever gonna peak unless there's world peace. There is a lot of peace in the world right now. Now that I've gone this long space, I got to hit the 2 hour mark. You know. I mean, I haven't made any stellar individual picks. I buy everything. So I've had years with some losses. I've had years with 20+%. You know what I mean? Wait, what's for better interaction? Oh, Aaron. I totally forgot about that. You got to quit going back, brother. Cancel the credit card. Cancel the credit card. We got about 1 minute left, space. 1 minute left. For better interaction for viewers? What do you mean? I'm totally confused. What would be the better interaction? Hit me. Hey, also, I finally got a quote on this banner to go on the back wall back here instead of me being small. So at some point, you guys are going to see this. Wait. Boom! It's coming. It's coming. All right. Just had to show you that. Google Meet interaction. Wait, why would we do a Google Meet interaction for the stream? Super confused. I feel like I missed something. Hey, but let's talk about it later, space. We reached the 2 hour mark. We're gonna call that a day. Space, thank you for being here. JQ, I appreciate you coming in from Ukraine. Stinging Bandit, appreciate the hilarity. Freeman Docs. Hey, thanks, Manny. But hold on. Who was I saying hi to? Oh, yeah, Freeman. Thanks for coming through. Manny, thanks for the compliment. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. It is time for a late lunch, early dinner. I'm probably going to eat 2 steaks because I'm a savage. But I appreciate you guys. I will be back Friday. No stream tomorrow. I'll be back Friday. Space Tech. Have a good one, brothers. We'll catch you later. Hey, if you guys really would like to help me out, watch a long form video that we have posted. Watch it from beginning to end. Give it a thumbs up. Share it. It would help out tremendously. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.